Yes, you do.
You got it.
Yes, you do.
You got it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chris.
Oh Lord, Tone. Hey y'all, what's up? We are back. Welcome everyone to Purpose Over Pain podcast. It's me, B, Big B,
Big B.
Big B,
Big B.
not little B, not little B.
Capital B.
Right.
What you
Period.
mean?
Period.
Okay.
Then we got little Tiff.
Ooh,
We got Tiff over
Ah.
there.
Big Tiff. Period. Let's go.
We got Misha, Big Moose.
Ow.
Big,
Big
Whoa.
moves, big
Big
moves.
Big Moose checking in.
Don't get it confused with Big Meech.
Okay.
right.
Meech.
Misha. Then we got little Neezy.
Ow.
Ow. And then we got
Hey.
Leisha in the building.
Come on,
Hey
Lee.
y'all.
Okay, Lee.
So thank y'all so much for joining us. So those that are new to the podcast, first time listening, again, this is Purpose Over Pain podcast where we discuss various topics. We discuss funny, serious, trending topics. But at the end of the day, we want to discuss, or from those topics, how we can turn any type of pain that we're going through into purpose. So today's topic we're talking about is pretty privilege. Pretty privilege. So as far as pretty privilege, do you all know what pretty privilege is, or have y'all heard of it, or
Yep, I have.
I know exactly what it is.
okay, Alicia, what is pretty privilege?
When a woman, I'll say, is very attractive and uses that to gain privilege. It could be in the workplace, it could
Mhm.
be social, financial, emotional, all types. You get privileges just for being attractive.
Okay. I think I agree with that definition there. Anybody else have anything to say about pretty privilege, or just the definition?
Yeah. No, I think Alicia pretty much, yeah. Hit
Okay.
it for the most part. What you got, Tiff?
I mean, I'm not pretty, just, I mean, like she said, gaining favors because of how you look. I mean, men are very visual.
Mm-hmm.
So, gaining favors
Mm-hmm.
just based on how you look. Pretty privileged.
Now, I have a question. So, when we talk about, gaining favors and we talk about pretty privilege, have you all ever experienced any type of pretty privilege?
I like to say no. Okay, I would say not professionally. I feel like I haven't professionally because I feel like
What is professionally like? What you mean?
professionally like in the workplace.
Oh.
I don't feel like any of my advancements professionally are
Mhm.
because of pretty privilege. Like y'all know my current situation with my current employer or whatever. So
Mhm.
I don't feel like anything in that situation was given to me because of how I look. I do feel like those was given to me because I work for them. However, socially, like out in bars and stuff like that,
Mhm.
yes, I have experienced it. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, yeah, it happened.
Mhm.
I really didn't see it as that. Honestly, I didn't see it
Mhm.
as like being privileged that people will buy you a drink just because of how you look. But
Mhm.
then when I come to the realization that that's not everybody's reality,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, that is a privilege that I get because of how I'm perceived physically
Mhm.
by certain people. So
Right.
Yeah.
Tiff, what about you?
I mean, have I experienced it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, I have. And I mean, sometimes you're not aware of it, especially depending on the history. I mean, because depending on
Mm-hmm.
because maybe you may have come from a background where maybe you didn't realize what you were receiving was pretty privileged,
or that you
Mhm.
didn't even know you was pretty.
exactly.
Mhm.
And so
That's-
you thought
okay.
maybe somebody thought
Mm-hmm.
maybe you thought they were being nice,
Right.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
there's that.
Was it professionally or personally or what
Not
in what
professionally, maybe
environment?
socially.
Socially, okay.
Socially.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
socially, and you think maybe a gentleman is just being nice,
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But really he like you.
Mm-hmm.
or
Right.
he's
getting
trying
it.
to gain something,
Right.
Mhm.
Mhm. Trying to get Tanisha. What about you?
How you gonna skip B?
Yeah, you can't
B,
skip
you can't
yourself.
skip.
Have you experienced pretty privilege in which environment?
Well, I think that I've experienced in both. um I've told this story. I don't know if I told it to y'all, but I've told the story a couple times. That I remember this was when I was a kid. Just working in I used to work at Chuck E. Cheese. And my I basically went from like bussing tables to doing all of this, and then finally going to doing like the birthday parties and the cashier. And at that time, my mother basically told me, she said, well, you know that they put the more attractive people, the pretty people up front. So like my mother was the first person to tell me about, in essence, like she didn't say pretty privilege, but she was the first person that told me in essence, like, this is what you're working with, you
Right.
know. But on the flip side, she also would say, in that same token, you want to make sure that you can bag it up. So if you're getting, you know, promoted, if they promoted you from cashier to birthday, you know, operator, which that's what my title was, boom.
Period.
But when they do that, you make sure that you do your job, you
Mhm.
know, because she used to always also tell me that it may not last.
Yeah.
You know, what you gonna do when it ends? You know, if
Mhm.
if you get old, and you know, sometimes, you know, we get old, we get, you know, thank God. Okay. I still got some time, so I'm still counting on you. But you know, if that happens, you know, your arm get, you know, or something happens to you, what you gonna do then? You know, and what type of person would you like to be outside of you just being pretty?
Right.
Right.
My mama was the truth, or she is the truth.
Indeed.
Sign easy.
Yeah, I think it's kind of like what Misha said. I definitely experienced it, but at first when I experienced it, it wasn't something that I knew that that's why I was getting. You know what I'm saying? I
Mhm.
didn't know why. I just thought because when I was young, I wasn't the prettiest. You know, you know what I'm saying? So like when people just started doing stuff, I'm just thinking like, okay, he just being cool, he just being
Mhm.
sweet. And then as time started to progress, it's like, oh, okay, I see what's going on now. So
Mhm.
yeah, socially, but not really professionally like
Mhm.
that.
What about you,
Um,
Leisha?
Yes, I have received pretty privilege, double-edged sword. I'm a little on the thicker side, so
Mhm.
that also came with privilege in that.
Big mama.
Let me see. Stand up. Let us see what you
That's
working
big
with.
booty privilege.
Big
Joe.
So it was always known, like, yeah, you thick, you know, you got a pretty face too. So it was never like I was never tone deaf to I was getting things because I was pretty and because I was thicker.
Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
Well, that's so with that being said, like, how do y'all feel about people who abuse the pretty privilege? Or do you think it's possible for somebody to abuse
I
the
think
pretty privilege?
I think only in the workplace. I feel like I
Mhm.
only in the workplace. For so don't, you know, if you ain't qualified, you ain't qualified. Now don't be taking no job
Mhm.
and you came back like your mom said, you can't back it up.
Mhm.
Don't be doing that. So only in the workplace. Socially, I mean, do what you gotta do. You know, it ain't too much of my business what you do socially. But I only see it as a bigger issue in the workplace.
Yeah, and like, what's the problem? I'm not saying like it's a problem, but I'm saying like in the professional setting, I definitely don't agree that you should be given privileges that you're not qualified or that you know in yourself that you can't really do. But in a social setting, if somebody want to take care of you, what you supposed to do?
Mhm.
Like,
So okay, so this is what my whole issue is with that. So if we were to sit up and like, would you be a trophy wife versus, you know, your husband basically taking care of you, all you really have to do is look pretty, you don't have to do anything, versus being with the man who and that man who takes care of you disrespects you, he doesn't treat you right, but you know, at the end of the day, you don't have to worry about your bills being paid, you literally don't have to worry about anything, versus being with somebody who doesn't necessarily have it all, somebody who you have to pretty much there is a struggle that comes for that, but that man worships the ground that you walk on.
That's
That man
amazing.
does everything that you ask him to do. Like my issue with that is that that's hard to do.
Which one would y'all choose though? That's first off. Let's go around
Okay.
and answer that, starting with Alicia.
Okay. Okay.
What type of struggles you talking about?
Well, okay, so the type of struggle that I'm talking about is just life. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not talking about no, this
Habits or
man ain't got no
nothing.
job. He,
It's just
you know
like
what I'm saying? He
regular
want to
life
be the
stuff.
rapper. I'm talking about just, regular life type shit.
I would take the guy that worships the ground I walk on. And I think it would be more so because he can help me through those struggles. If I got a man that's just taking care of my bills and I'm at home being pretty, like you said, being pretty gets old. Going out and just being pretty, it gets old. Like, can you because life gonna happen whether I got somebody to take care of me or I don't.
Right.
Like,
Mhm.
if you can't weather life with me and go through these storms and
Mhm.
give me grace, then no, I can't be with you because I can
Right.
go get money to pay my bills.
Right.
You know, I was
Mhm.
gonna say $40. But I can go, make money to pay the bills. I always got a place to stay at my mama's house, if needed. So it's like I will want somebody that want to go through life with me and not just take care of my life.
Okay.
Period.
Got you. Okay, Niecy.
Yeah.
Well, I done been with somebody I done been like that bitch that's
Mhm.
just sitting there, like, don't worry about nothing. And that shit was hell.
Mhm.
Like, that shit was not
Mhm.
what's up. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm looking for somebody to just watch the ground and walk out.
So you willing to take somebody that's not gonna pay all the bills and do all that? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, because I could pay my own. Like, even when I was in that situation, I was still able to pay my own bills. It
Mhm.
wasn't like I didn't have no money. But the difference was that I didn't have to have my own money.
Right.
And because I was put in a situation where I didn't have to have that money, he knew that, saying he could take care of me. He felt like he could do whatever. And
Mhm.
now that I'm out of that situation, it's like, no, I have my own money. I've been have my own money. Now it's just like, what else financially can you do for me?
Mhm.
I feel that.
Yep.
Yeah.
For me, I would also do the latter. Like worship the ground that I walk on. Like, take care of my mind, take care of my emotional, you know what I'm saying? Like take care of that. And then if we want to talk about finances, we can talk about that later. But let's bond 1st. And then once we have that bond and once we then we can talk about all the other stuff. Like let's get money together. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't need you because for me, I don't want to feel like, and I never want to feel like somebody can dangle that carrot in front of me. You know what I'm saying? And this is coming from somebody that has 4 children. You know what I'm saying? Like me accepting help, and y'all know me accepting help from somebody is a lot. So to have, especially a man, you know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
try to dangle that carrot in front of me. Oh, you need somebody, you need a man to take care of you. Like, no, the fuck I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm doing this. It's shaky, but I'm doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need you to take care of me in other ways. And then after you've taken care of me in other ways, then I can trust you in that financial space. I don't even trust a nigga in that financial space.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
What about you, Tim?
Yeah. So same. So I feel that. Just like, so I know when she was saying how you have the guys who it's like they want to pay the bills, but they think they're running something.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
it's like, yeah, they doing everything, but they're being
Mhm.
disrespectful.
Yeah.
At the same time, it's like, no,
Or talk to you like shit. Like, hold on.
no, not at all. So
Mhm.
so it's like, okay, I would absolutely rather be loved properly
Mm-hmm.
than to be taken care of,
Mhm.
because I've been taking care of myself for this
Right.
long.
Mhm.
You know, I can do it myself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mish, Big Moose.
Big Moose want to be taken care of, but I ain't gonna be disrespected. So I'm gonna take you to work, babe. Worship the sound, grace, worship the ground I walk on. That's the one I'm gonna choose in the end. I would love to be taken care of. We get
I would
there.
love to be taken care of.
He gonna take care of you in other ways.
be like,
we
look.
get there. We get there, but ultimately, I'm gonna choose the person who worship the ground I walk on, because that just give you a different feeling.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And like y'all said, like we all are women that go to work. We aren't kept women. I wouldn't even really feel comfortable and mentally
Yeah.
and emotionally with a
Right.
man in charge of everything financially like
Mhm.
that, or just being in a position where I don't have to work. Like I'm gonna
Yeah.
always work and make an income. It's
Mhm.
like y'all said, I need to be taken care of mentally and emotionally for sure. Because if you know, you know. So, yep. Alrighty then.
But yeah, so like when you talk about like abusing it, like that's what I mean. Just being in that space and just simply being like with a dude because he financially taking care of you and be like, oh, I'm pretty and this is what it is, and this is,
But I think also the women that do abuse the privilege is the women that don't have much substance to themselves.
Mhm.
Because like
Mhm.
the women that receive the pretty privilege and they actually got shit going on for themselves, it's like if it come, it come. If it don't,
Yeah.
shit gonna get done. Like if
Yeah.
I'm out at the bar or I'm out somewhere, if a nigga want to buy me a drink, he can buy me a drink, but a drink is going to get bought
Right.
regardless. You know what I'm saying?
Period.
It's the ones
Period.
that don't have the substance
Mhm.
that just go out and like, oh well,
Right.
the goal is to not get
Mhm.
nobody to buy, just going out solely because they know somebody gonna buy them a drink. They don't have nothing going on for themselves, and that's
Mhm.
like these Instagram hoes. Like besides like the ass shots and shit like that, like once that shit wear off, y'all get 40s and 50s. What we doing here?
Wait, hold on. Don't say 40s. Cause
I'm not
like,
saying, you know what I'm
you know
saying,
what
though.
I'm saying?
Like when the you know what I'm
Shit.
saying.
But yes. What's
I
what's
agree.
the next question?
Next question. All right, let's see. Oh, this is a good one. Do y'all think men experience any type of handsome privilege? 'Cause
Absolutely.
they do.
Yes.
I ain't gonna lie, because
Absolutely.
if Big Move see you when you fine, you got some good energy.
No.
Don't
if you
be
find, if you find,
If you handsome, I'm gonna tell you. Y'all know when we seen
I'm
that one.
saying, that's
Oh
what I'm
yeah.
saying. If he handsome,
We seen that one. Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all. Stop playing like I don't be telling these
if,
men. It's like
if
you
he
fine.
handsome, I'm gonna tell him he handsome, but it's not gonna be like you handsome, huh? I'm finna do.
Mhm.
Is you gonna give him some privilege after you tell him he handsome?
But I feel like for men, it's a different type of privilege. Like you
Yeah.
got to think, men don't hear that they're handsome. You like how many men honestly hear that they're handsome?
A lot of them.
No, you think so?
For real?
Yeah.
You'll be
A lot of
surprised.
them.
I be
Yeah.
telling the ugly ones they handsome then because they be telling me like nobody don't be telling me that.
They
But they be
lying.
lying.
They be
Yeah.
lying because
Oh,
they want that.
Mm.
But I mean, that's not the privileges that I'm giving you. I'm gonna
Right.
give you a compliment.
It's some hoes out here that's really
Doing that.
Yeah.
Just
Yes.
because.
Okay, but I'm saying some people, so niggas do get pretty handsome
Mhm,
privilege.
They sure do.
I think they
I think they do because I know
Yeah.
some niggas that we know niggas that be like, hey, send me this, and just because they appear a certain way, it happens. I'm not
Mhm.
saying that none of us up here be doing that because
Yeah, no.
no,
It- Just say, "Let me look
It
into the
don't give
camera."
trick mama. It don't give trick
It don't.
mama.
No tricking.
it give like we can reciprocate, yes,
Okay.
Right.
But-
Amen.
for the ones out there that do trick, more power to y'all because
What y'all doing a trick? Just let a sister know.
That's what I want to get a female trick up here just to get her mindset. Like, girl,
Yeah,
what be
somebody
going through
who
your
do,
mind when you
like-
feel like it's okay to send somebody? Just send a nigga
Just
some
send
money off GP.
$1,000 just
And
off
he don't even be
GP.
seeing you like that. Like,
Right.
it's
crazy,
Right.
Wow.
Never.
We should actually get one of them trick niggas who get tricked on up here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm
If you
saying.
out there and you if
I
you
know.
get
I know a few
handsome,
of 'em. I know.
I'm saying if you a dude that
Oh, they be
if
getting
you
money
are
for
a dude who get money from a woman, you
Yeah.
experience handsome privilege. Please let me know.
But I just-
don't think I'm gonna give you no money.
Right.
But please tell me your story. I'm
Right.
very interested to hear. Maybe you can come on and tell us about your
Yeah.
experience.
Because this is the thing for me. And I think that a lot of men they may catch flack for that because in that space, a man is supposed to be a protector, a man is supposed to be all of that, provider, all of that. But then, you have men who boom, let me they use women for money. They,
Mhm.
So it's like how there's a lot of judgment with that.
I don't think so. I think the younger generation, I don't want to say they're trying to be like women, but they are starting to have some similar traits to attractive women have. So like they have their maintenances, they go to the gym, they take certain supplements that have been traditionally like advertise towards women. They take them
Mhm.
to, they go get their nails done. They toes are not like polished, but like
Mhm.
manicures and pedicures. So it's only right. That's what I see on the TikTok streets, but not so much. So it's
Mhm.
I'm not shocked when I see like men getting like cash app from women or getting money from women or like, just getting benefits that have been traditionally known for women to get.
I
Like,
do, because it's like I do be shocked. I ain't finna hold you, because it's like you the way I'm saying is like you a grown ass man. Why is
Mhm.
you leaning on another bitch
Mhm.
to help you out?
And why is that okay? Like,
yeah, why do you feel like
why
as a
do you
grown
feel
man,
like
why
that's
do you feel
okay?
like that's okay? Like that's not
Mhm.
cute to me.
Mhm.
And that's what I be telling
why is
niggas.
it okay for a woman to do it?
Because that's
It's
a
neither
woman.
or.
That's a woman. A man is supposed to provide for a woman. Anytime a man is pursuing a woman, he is supposed to pursue her in that way.
And
It's not it shouldn't be like niggas trying to flip the script. Like
They
no.
is. What you
Yeah.
gotta say, Miss Tiff?
So, and it's different when men do it because, or at least it should be right. Because when men pour into us, right, they're not just pouring into us emptily to just for it to just go flat, right?
Right.
When they
Mhm.
pour into us,
We turn that
it's
into
like
something.
we plant
Flip
the
it.
seed
Mhm.
and then we grow it and then we give it back.
Right.
To them.
And
You know?
and real quick, so and that's something that I think that a lot of us, I'm gonna say men and women,
Mhm.
do not understand in that dynamic.
Absolutely.
That once a man invests in a woman financially, her job then at this point is to multiply that
Yeah.
that investment.
Absolutely.
So if you're giving me $100 to do whatever with,
Mhm.
I should be bringing you at least $200-$300 back.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? In a
Yep.
sense, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. And even with energy, I mean,
Mhm.
so you have a man who, okay, yeah. So some men like don't see the exchange, like, oh well, I'm working, I'm paying all the bills, I'm doing all this, I'm doing all that, and then so like, what's the payout? Okay, well,
Mhm.
absolutely. So if your man is providing for the household and he's working.
Mhm.
When he comes home, it's like, guess
Mhm.
what? He don't got to worry about nothing. So
Mhm.
you have a meal and your stuff is clean
Mhm.
and
Clothes laid
everything
out,
else.
shower
Come
ready.
on.
You know,
Mhm.
I got them essential oils, baby. Let me rub you
Let
down.
go.
Let me rub you
And the
down.
energy is reciprocated. And
Mhm.
so, and there's peace in the home. It's not, oh, I'm asking you a bunch of questions and your whereabouts and whatever. It's like, okay, I'm making this as peaceful environment as possible,
Mhm.
you know? And so the energy is reciprocated or whatever. So, yeah, it's not just, oh, they gift us and it goes flat. And
Right.
so that's the difference. So
Right.
when we start tricking and giving a whole bunch of money to them or whatever, and
It
so
changes.
the energy is
Mhm.
the dynamic is flipped.
Mhm.
And it's us actually trying to, because we are nurturing. We're very nurturing by nature, and we want to be nurturing, want to give to our man, and we want to be in that space, but it's not always a healthy space
Mhm.
when it's flipped.
But I
Yeah.
think also that a lot of women have been made to feel like they are not enough.
Mm-hmm.
So they use that as a way of showing I'm enough.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
This is
Not through the pockets.
Like it's so like trying to prove their worth, and a lot of
Mhm.
times maybe
Mhm.
they don't know
Mhm.
their
Know the
worth.
worth.
Mhm.
You know, and so they're trying to prove their worth to this man. Like, okay, hold on, wait. You said you want wifey. You said you want a woman that cook and clean and do all this and do all that. Guess what? I do this. I cook, I clean. You want a meal? You want to? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so you have these women who are
That's how they
over,
get you.
like auditioning.
That's how they
Right.
get you.
That's what it
Yeah.
is. Exactly. Over
Over
auditioning.
auditioning.
Yes.
And that's not even a space
Yes.
we should be in. They
Mhm.
should be in that. They should be
They
auditioning
should
for
be,
us.
yeah,
Mhm.
they should be in that space.
They
Right,
should be auditioning
right.
for us.
Well, I just want to preface when we were speaking about women pretty privilege, it was in a social setting. So it's like when I was speaking about men, I don't see I understand the damage that when if a woman buys them a drink or if they sending like the money and that's not their only woman or their main woman as men call it, I understand the illusion of that because it's the same illusion I feel for what women do. If we out and a nigga buy me a drink, he ain't he ain't my nigga. He just trying to show off for the gang, like just he trying to get to know me, like So it's then we get to texting and we get to communicating, and he like, oh, I got something on the light bill, or here your rent. He not, in essence, he's not my man. He just somebody that want to be my man. He auditioning or something.
So you would buy a nigga a drink at the bar?
No, not me. not for my man. I would
That's
buy.
That's
I had to
it's
think
okay.
about it.
It's okay, boo. It's
I will
okay.
buy
Boo.
my
He know these
man.
is situational. This ain't, at least you don't be buying niggas drinks when we be out. Okay?
I
It's
know. Don't get me
okay.
caught up
It's
now.
only
Come on.
one man
right.
getting a drink out of Alicia. We all know who
Right.
that is.
Y'all
Just
know that.
collectively.
Now, if I'm single, no, and I'm out with the ladies, no, I'm not buying a man a drink.
Mhm.
No. But that's because I got pretty privilege, and I don't need to buy me
You
a
see,
drink.
but that's the thing, though. That's what I'm saying. You
But
don't
if
have-
a man got pretty privilege, it's
No,
not
bro, he
unconventional.
Ain't nothing pretty about no nigga getting pretty privileges, and that's just my theory of it.
But I can see how.
But I think just in not even just it's the like I was saying before, like it's the law of attraction.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think that there's nothing wrong with it, male or female,
Mhm.
because you're automatically you're gonna gravitate who is attractive to you, who is more attractive, like dead ass. Like let's just keep it real. You know what I'm saying? Like you not fucking with no ugly dude.
No, I'm not.
Ain't-
But I'm not
there's-
paying for.
No,
nigga.
no, absolutely not.
Nah.
No, absolutely not. And I'm not talking about like in the space of, like anybody necessarily paying for that man's drinks, or I'm just talking about in life. Like we automatically like who we decide to be our friends, like that type of thing. Like I don't think that somebody initially thinks that none of their friends are ugly, right?
Mhm.
Because when you gravitate to somebody, you gravitate to somebody who you think on your spectrum
Is
is more
naturally
attractive,
attractive.
is naturally
I
attractive.
get what you're saying, but what I'm saying is, where do the light switch flip where motherfuckers be deciding? Okay, I gotta give him some money. That's what I'm.
Oh,
trying
you
to-
stuck on that shit.
You
We done
stuck.
moved on.
Oh.
Shit.
So I got a question.
Mhm.
What's up?
What are the disadvantages of pretty privilege?
Girl, don't even get me started.
A lot.
Yeah. and I've thought about this a lot because so here I go, I gotta bring it back when I was growing up. So as growing up and being like always being told like, oh, you're pretty, oh, you're
Mhm.
pretty, but then you also have the uncomfortable situations that happen.
Yes. I
You
know about
have
those.
the uncles, or not none of my uncles, but when I say the uncles, I mean like the older men
that
that you've
growing
been
up.
around,
That's like your
that
uncle growing
right,
up, friends
and that
of
may
family.
be
Yeah.
looking at you in a certain type of
Mhm.
way, or you know what I'm saying, because they know that you're pretty. So like I have men
Like, oh,
to
girl, you done
this day-
filled out real good.
Yeah, exactly. And I have men to this day that if I saw them, I would go this way
Facts.
because they made me feel uncomfortable
Mhm.
as a kid because I knew you was looking at me in that way.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you friends with my mama now.
Yeah.
And then now that I'm grown, I still feel that it's weird when you try to talk, or you know what I'm saying? Like
It's still a
no.
boundary.
Yeah, it's a boundary, and I think that that's one of the things that is a disadvantage.
For sure.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think and it causes a little anxiety. Like
Mhm.
I feel
Mhm.
like even when you in social settings, I feel
Mhm.
like it's a time where like, somebody done bought you a drink and it's like you got to go to the bathroom and it's maybe nobody to go with you, or
Mhm.
when somebody corner you and they want to have a conversation, it's just like, no,
Mhm.
So I think that's definitely one of the disadvantages, or being like over sexualized for sure.
Yes.
People feeling like they entitled to your
Right.
time, your attention, your body.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
For me. What about you, Tiffany?
So I know you have to question people's authenticity
That for sure. Oh, I missed
Yes.
that. Yes, thank you.
constantly. It's like
It almost make you crazy. Because when you pretty,
seriously.
and that's why some of the prettiest girls be the most insecure, because
Yes.
it's like, are you here because I'm
Mhm.
pretty and you
Mhm.
just want something pretty by you,
Right.
or
Yeah.
because you really like me?
Absolutely.
So real quick. So I got me and my friend so we was so we were talking last night and he gave me a quote. He's a Marvel just like me. Boo boo. And so, and this is actually a quote from Galaxy Guardians of the Galaxy. I don't know if y'all know who Dax
No,
the
we don't.
Destroyer
No.
is.
I do. I know
okay.
that movie.
So Dax the Destroyer, which is one of my favorites. He said, "When you're ugly and someone loves you, you know they love you for who you are. Beautiful people never know who to trust."
I love
Facts.
that.
So I wanted to jump
Yes.
in. Sorry, I wanted to jump in and say
That's
that because
perfect.
that
I
was
love
exactly
that.
what.
I love
Yeah.
that.
And
Yeah.
when I say felt,
Mm-hmm.
it's like you
Mm-hmm.
like just like Tiffany said, you question people authenticity.
Yeah,
Because
it's-
so many people they approach you based
Mhm.
off of your physical.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like if they leading with that, you don't even know what's underneath
you
that.
won't
Right.
believe. And it's like if you think about it, right? Being pretty, what is that really though? You
Mhm.
like looking at me?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
In a
Because that's
sense.
all that it is.
That's
Or you
Pretty
like
is
the-
outward.
Not
That's
even as bad. You
it.
like the validation that other people
Mhm.
give you
Because
from
of
having
me.
you
Right.
with
Looking
you.
at me
Right.
like that ain't
Right.
shit.
It's
Right.
nothing.
Honestly,
Right.
It's just
You
a
know what
feed
I
into the
mean?
ego,
Mhm.
It's
honestly.
nothing.
And it's-
So yeah, we want to be attractive. We
Mhm.
want to be seen as, we're attractive, but at the same time, you always have to question people's intentions.
Right.
I mean, even
Mhm.
like, now I can't relate because they ain't thick, you know what I'm saying? But like, but girls who have, really,
Mhm.
really big behinds. and
Felt-
really,
I
really fat ass,
experienced that
and it's
before I
like,
had a big booty one time.
and it's
Mhm.
like, okay, yeah, that's the thing.
So
Yeah, that's
bad.
this thing that's promoted in society and big
Mhm.
booty. Yeah,
But
I
when
got a
you
big
got
booty.
it-
But honestly, if you think about it,
The
though,
swagging I'm dragging.
and so, so I had a guy friend, right? And I asked him like, okay, so what is the appeal like of a
Mhm.
huge ass? Like, what is it really? What is
Mhm.
that?
Right.
And he said that during sexual intercourse,
Mhm.
it creates a wave
Okay.
sensation.
That's the only thing.
Oh.
A wave feeling,
It's
not
a
a wave
wave
look.
feeling thing. Like
Mhm.
it's like
Oh.
a when you hit it, and
Like
it's
like
a-
he like
When it
it's a
clap.
bounce.
When it
It's a
clap.
clap
When you
bounce.
flip. when it
yeah,
clap.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
a
like,
bounce
yeah.
back.
Like how your
But I
thighs
got
look
a
with the
little
whole-
bounce on mine too,
But
though.
Yeah.
I got a little.
Yeah.
It's a bounce back.
I got a bounce
So
My shit surprised me.
okay,
Listen.
yes, if you're of a thicker size and guys are attracted to you,
Mhm.
attracted to your
Mhm.
anatomy and that sort of thing, right? Okay, yeah, he's attracted to me. He want me BBL. But at the same time, it's like, okay, yeah, he want me because the sex is gonna be like this.
Yeah.
So he's
Mhm.
thinking about me sexually. So he's
Before he even
approaching
gets to-
me
Mhm.
for his own
Sexual
physical
gratification.
gratification.
Mhm.
Is
Yep.
that really a flex?
Yep.
No.
And it's really not a flex, and I think that that's why like I thank my mother, like I said, as I'm growing up, I really thank my mother for giving me the mindset that she gave me. I used to always think like, dang, like why you keep saying that? Or I would be always doing my hair. What you always doing your hair, because I really I didn't do anything else. I just did my hair.
Mhm.
And that was it. But I thank her for putting that in me and saying, you gotta be it gotta be something else besides you just being pretty.
Mhm.
So when we talk about being pretty, that's the outward.
Mhm.
But then when you are beautiful, that is the inward.
Facts.
So for me, I'm okay with being pretty.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I want people to not only just say, "Oh, you're pretty," but I want them to say that you're beautiful. That
Mhm.
like it's something in you. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
That
attracted
that's
to.
that I'm
You
attracted
are
to.
beautiful.
Thank you.
You're so beautiful.
Thank you.
What about y'all? Disadvantages that y'all experienced?
Mhm.
Pretty provincial. Oh, you got something else too?
Oh, wait, another thing I was gonna add
Mhm.
too. As far as the disadvantages. So a lot of times guys will
Mm.
be scared of you if
Mm.
you're
Oh
too
my
pretty.
Gosh, you
Come
wanna
on,
know?
Tiff.
That's what.
Listen,
Yeah.
Wait, almost spiritual.
Oh my
That's the
God.
one right there. That is
said, oh
the
my
one. And you know,
God.
like, because you don't
No.
know how many times I experienced that.
I swear to
Mhm.
God, I was just gonna say, you don't know how many times you think you talking to people, and you would think like
It's going
they
good.
present themselves as so confident
Yes.
until it start getting to like a real emotional level, and you find out like you are really scared,
Yeah.
like you are really intimidated,
Mhm. Yeah.
and it's such a turn off.
Yeah.
Where it's like, dude, because I'm a sapio. I don't care about looks. I
Yeah.
don't. I'll be the first to admit it. I don't give a damn about looks. I
I mean-
don't. And I,
You ain't gotta be
You ain't gotta- you can't
attracted
be-
to everybody, but
you
you gotta
gotta-
they attracted to you in
I
whatever
mean,
way they're
right,
attracted
in a
to you.
different way.
Yeah.
And so like you know how like some people like
I ain't
see a
fucking no
guy
ugly nigga.
But look though.
So
this
do
is-
you ever see people and be like, damn, he fine? Or do you always have to have a conversation first?
Okay, look, let me tell you. So if I visually think they're fine, it's like, oh,
Mhm.
he cute. But it's like, oh, he cute. Like it's a paint on the wall. That's
Like that look good.
right?
Oh,
But-
look, oh, cute.
Like a dog.
Right. Like that's a nice painting.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
But then if I have a conversation with you or I witness you being amazing or
Mhm.
you say something that's
Mhm.
very intelligent,
Mhm.
that sparked my interest, then I'm gonna have a crush on you and I'm gonna want to take you.
Okay, so
Okay.
Tiff.
Yeah.
Okay, so Tiff. Cause I can't see that.
Uh-huh.
I
In
can't-
my mind's eye.
I gotta see you
You
first.
I
gotta- you
cannot
gotta
see
have a
that.
low
Like when
splat.
I see you,
You gotta be
I
attracted
have
to me.
to be able to say,
I like
"Damn,
what y'all
yeah,
see.
I want to. I
You
I
handsome.
love it. You know
I
what I'm
like
saying?
you.
Like
Gotta, the aesthetic gotta
exactly,
be there.
I've
exactly.
done that
You know what I'm
Aesthetic.
saying? Like
Make
the,
them
the
handsome.
I've
presentation.
done that before.
Uh-huh.
Be that shit.
Can't be an
Uh-huh.
aesthetic. Those are
Right?
trends.
But that ain't, if that ain't enough for you to
And
go
then,
after
and then I
somebody.
start talking to him and be like, damn, he dumb. Okay, never
Yeah,
mind.
that
do
Right.
be
He ain't
facts.
even cute
Right.
No more.
That had
that
too.
yeah, yeah,
Maybe I
that
need to be
definitely has
sapio
happened.
then.
He don't be cute no more.
So
They don't.
right.
They have no
so
substance.
when
But
you
y'all talking some shit today.
A lot of people
Mhm.
have no substance. We need to talk about
yes,
that.
but
too.
but
Yeah.
that's because
They used to pretty
they're
privilege.
resting on their pretty privilege.
Yes,
They're resting
child.
on the fact that I'm pretty, and so that's all that I have to do is just sit there and be
Ooh, this
pretty.
is deep.
Because sometimes I be
is.
looking at bitches and I be like, "Bitch, I want
Not
to
even
your
the
ass in
bitches.
the
No,
mouth."
it don't even be
the
the
niggas.
It's not the
men.
dude. It's the
Yeah,
men.
no, it's the bitches too.
I don't care. I'm not talking to the bitches, so I don't know.
Fuck
I'm
yeah.
talking to the niggas. They know. Like they don't have
No
no
substance.
substance. And we was
Yeah.
just talking about this
Yeah.
the other day. Like
Yes.
Mhm.
you
Niggas be boring for real.
can't talk
Yes.
about nothing. You not finna what you doing, what time I
No,
get off of work.
How was your day?
How was
So-
my day? Me
So
to
would
death.
y'all talk to an ugly nigga because he got a good conversation? He got a good head on his
Absolutely.
ass.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
100%.
Not.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
He can be
He can be
Listen.
average.
I don't
He can be
care.
ugly.
Best
as
I could
a
do is average.
motherfucking David
Smart.
Ruffin.
If we can have a conversation,
A
and you
deep one?
funny,
Listen.
pull it
Do
out.
you want to watch
Uh-huh.
about the national parks?
What?
Do
Tell
you
me
believe
about
in
the
aliens?
You
mermaids.
talk about aliens?
Okay, there we
Listen.
go.
You
Right
talk
there.
about zodiac signs? What do you
Okay,
mean?
what?
What is
What's
I'm
your
on the
rising?
spirit-
What
Okay,
time- what
because that's
time
one of my
was you
first
born?
questions. What's your
What
sign?
time was
What
you
is
born? What time was you? I'm a Pisces.
That's
I think y'all
good.
lying.
I'm dead
Bianca, I
serious.
talked to. Listen, you remember the last person I talked to? Y'all ain't even see him. You remember?
We sure did.
And
That's why
what-
you wonder why, bitch. You wonder why.
He was
Oh.
ugly.
But listen, that man hold a
You know, you
conversation.
know.
Wait, I think you did show me a picture of him.
One.
Yeah.
No,
But
she
listen,
was.
listen, we had
Yeah, you could've
great
put the girl-
conversations.
Yeah,
don't do
We had great conversations though
Mm-hmm.
until we didn't. But we did. We had great conversations. A good
Okay.
company.
So okay,
I will talk to somebody. ugly.
so if you have somebody, and we're talking about just strictly upon meeting
okay,
them, okay? It's two dudes that walk
Two
into
dudes.
a room,
1, 2.
okay? Number one, we'll call him Larry.
Larry.
Okay, luscious Larry.
Hey,
Okay,
Larry Bear.
Low Larry.
bam, there you go. There you go.
Oh.
And then we have
Daryl.
Daryl, because Daryl, he
Daryl
sound like
gotta
an
be
old
ugly
ass
one.
man.
Daryl ugly.
Ugly as a bitch.
Dick
But
him
no,
down.
dick 'em down. We got okay.
Dick him down. Daryl ugly though.
right.
Dick him down. Daryl ugly.
So we got lick 'em low Larry, and we got dick 'em down Daryl.
Wow,
Okay.
those are some
Okay.
contenders.
Okay.
So lick 'em low Larry,
Okay.
is fine.
Larry fine.
He fine.
Larry
And
sound
again-
fine. Is
and
Larry
again,
light skinned?
This is
He
no.
caramel.
Nope, he ain't light skin. Well, in my book, he
If
not
he
light
fine,
skin.
I don't like
I don't mess
light-skinned.
with light
Me
skin.
either. I don't
Dark,
like
he
them
gotta be
tissy.
dark
Yeah.
skinned if he
Yeah,
fine.
so yeah, he dark.
If he dark, he a shadow.
dark.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna go with lick him
No,
down
no.
then already. Look, I don't give a fuck. He dark. Lick me down. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so we have Larry.
Larry.
He fine.
He fine.
Larry is a bit on the now, mind you, you have a conversation with Larry. Not even a conversation.
Okay.
This is just maybe 2 sentences.
2 sentences.
Okay.
Okay.
Then you have Daryl.
Daryl.
Daryl is not visually attractive.
Okay.
At all.
How visually unattractive is he? Though?
He's-
We'll
he's
just say
not- he's
we're gonna
not
put him in a
visually-
we just gonna say this. We'll put him in a category where if you say you talking to him and we say let you see him, you ain't gonna let us see him.
Yeah.
He that ugly.
Yeah.
Okay. So
So
then
then at that point, but Daryl, he gives you great conversation.
I'm going with
Or
Daryl.
you know
you
those
ain't even
pri-
got to tell me.
like
I'm going
you're
with the
like you're
combo.
automatically going
I'm
to come
automatically
with,
going with Daryl because
Okay.
honestly, for me, it like yes, looking at somebody fine is
Mhm.
nice, it's great, but like we all agreed on and said that shit's gonna get old.
Mhm.
And honestly, for me, when it comes down to even like the haul and wanting to be taken care of mentally, I need somebody that I can talk to.
Mhm.
If I can't talk to you there, Larry, all you can do is lick me down low.
Yeah.
Ultimately,
Yeah.
you know, I'm not
Yeah,
aligning with
yeah.
what I truly want.
For
Mhm.
real.
Number
That's real.
one, and number two, when it comes down to being intimate, my mind has to be stimulated.
Yeah.
It got to be
Mhm.
stimulated. So
Yeah.
if Larry can't even get me there and talk me up, you know what I'm saying? Like Larry, you can't do none of that.
Mhm.
It's we ain't gonna last long. Larry just good to look at,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna have to
If
let
I
Larry
know
go.
y'all wasn't, I know y'all wasn't lying. I was just fucking with y'all.
But
Okay.
you know,
Mhm.
men tend to usually be very visual.
Yes.
It's
Mhm.
like
Men are very
they're
visual.
very visual. And
Absolutely.
it's like, okay, yeah, look good. But us women, we know that we the bomb up under that,
Mhm.
Yes.
Better
After
say
you
that.
get the visual, we
Mhm.
cute, boom, but we
Mhm.
gonna get a meal and you gonna
Mhm.
all that.
Way more than that.
You know what I
yes.
mean? And
Mhm.
so I think for me, yeah, you cute, but I've had some bad experiences where it's like, oh, you fine, you fine, you
Mhm.
fine.
They be
You talking,
dogging.
and it's just like,
and this
And
is
you
actually
boring.
right.
They-
And
that
this
be-
is
ain't
actually
shit.
boring.
It's just boring.
And
You
this
ain't
is
got
actually
shit
one of the
going on.
reasons why I stopped dating light skinned men. And I know that's a stereotype. And
I just
know,
don't date them because they
I know.
sassy.
No, but like
I
only
know a
room
light
enough
skinned
for
nigga.
one
He ain't
sassy.
sassy at
Like,
all.
who?
He's smooth in the motherfucker.
Who?
Yeah, but
Y'all know.
Who?
Y'all know him.
Give us a hint, please.
we'll talk about it in the car.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I don't know every one of you sassy, light skinned
Hey,
bandits out there.
hey,
He
hey.
Oh.
normal. He ain't light
He ain't
skinned.
light
He's
skinned.
normal.
I'm talking about them high yellow Power Rangers.
Justin Haller. Okay.
Stay away
So-
from me.
Another question in regards to pretty privilege. So I know that I don't know if y'all watch Love and Hip Hop, and I was like,
Mhm.
this is right on time
I showed
because this is right on
Ooh.
time. So we know that Erica Mena, her and
Ice
Ice Spice were into it. And Ice Spice said something about Erica Mena son hating her, and then Erica Mena replied and said something about calling her a monkey and all this other type of stuff. Now, everybody's all up in arms because they're like, Erica Mena was fired.
She
It
was
was
fired from
racially
a lot of
motivated.
shows.
All of this. Yeah, she was.
She was dropped off for
Like,
some
how do
Tubi
y'all
shit,
feel
too.
about that? Because I think that, like for me, I think that Erica Mena has always been like she's always had pretty privilege. Like that's what she does. Like some of that
She's
stuff that
beautiful.
she's
Yeah,
done
she's
and that she
gorgeous.
said on that show,
Mhm.
she probably should have been kicked off, but we're kicking her off for that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I can't speak to that because I really don't know some of the past things that she said.
Mhm.
Honestly, I can't. I
Oh,
don't be
she
watching
goes.
it
She
like that.
she has
Yeah.
gone low.
She been saying a lot of stuff crazy.
Yes.
So has it all been like racially? Because honestly, I'm kind of torn. I feel like when people,
You gotta watch the episode in its entirety.
yeah, I want
Because
to
if
know
you watch the
what context
episode,
did she say it in? Did she say
no,
it in
she
like
said
a
it-
racial slur context, or did she say it in a context where like, bitch, I'm just calling you a monkey?
No, it wasn't like that at all. So they
Mm-hmm.
went to have a sit down because I guess Safari show, the little
Yeah.
situation with
Mhm.
Safari and
Mhm.
Erica. Safari went back and told Spice something about how Erica was claiming that Safari didn't pay child support. Safari showed Spice like receipts, like I'm paying my child support. Erica lying. So Spice running around telling everybody that Erica is lying. Safari showing, Safari showed him that he paid it. So they had to sit down, and Erica started the conversation like, I admire you because you've always been a single mother. You take care of multiple kids. Like, it's no bad blood between us. So like, I don't understand what, like, she didn't come at Spice wrong at all. It was like Spice came in there on some type of complex with her.
Yeah.
And that's where Erica turned up at, because it was
Yeah.
just like, I admire you. Spice was like, no, fuck that. Your son don't like you, this, that.
Yep.
And I feel Erica like, I didn't even come to you on that. I came and I wanted to have a genuine conversation with you because you're my friend, but you turn it into some other shit. Hell yeah, bitch. I'm calling you every name out the book. First of all, you don't know my situation. So me and Safari is going through a brutal divorce right now. He could be telling you anything to tarnish my name. Like, don't disrespect my son, some shit that you don't know about. Kids is off limits. I don't give a fuck. You'll get called every name out the book you call my son. No, don't bring shit up about my kids. Period. Like, no,
right.
and I don't feel like she wrong. No, I don't. Right.
Thank you.
Period.
Let it go.
Period.
Eric,
But
Because
no,
she wasn't
mhm.
on that with Spice at all. She
Yeah.
wasn't.
Yeah, and I think that Spice always has a and this is why I brought it up, because I think that Spice always has a chip on her shoulder
Or a
because
victim
she started
complex.
that whole colorism
Last
thing.
season, I do remember that.
And all of that, and it was just like, oh, colorism, which I do think that's
a real
that's
thing.
a real thing.
Yeah.
Absolutely a real thing. But I think now that, like, moving forward, it's like now you said that, and so everything that somebody says to you or throws at you, you take into offense. But do I think that Erica was wrong? Absolutely, she was wrong. She shouldn't have called that girl a monkey.
So do we think
Um,
do we think that she but do we think she meant it in a racially malicious way? Is my thing.
yes. That's
Was
the
she-
only
I
way
know-
to
I
for
mean,
it.
I know I can call somebody a monkey without meaning it racially.
But
however,
However,
the fact that she's not black
it
and she
depends
said
on
it.
is it the
That's
fact
what
that
it
she's not
is.
black? Is
No.
that it?
No.
Or, like, did she say, like,
she said you blue
Poor-
monkey. That's what she called
but
it.
did she call her blue monkey because her hair blue?
Yeah, she
Yeah.
always wear
Wear
blue
blue
hair.
she
hair.
always
Okay,
wear
so-
blue. And
I think it's no other way to call a dark skinned
so you think
woman.
saying a dark
because
skinned
they
woman
know
monkey
what
is
It's a
a
monkey,
racial slur?
yeah, you know what the
And
implication is
is-
when you say it.
or
When
the
it comes
also-
out of your
okay,
mouth.
okay.
Absolutely.
Also
Okay, especially
looking-
being a lighter complex. I'm sorry, go ahead. My
Oh,
bad.
it's all right, boo.
Go ahead.
Also looking at her Ice Spice, her features.
Mhm.
She look like a monkey? Is that what you're saying or
No,
She
Oh,
just look like a black woman. Like
her,
Mhm.
she has just strong features, facial
Mhm.
features.
Oh, yeah.
So Erica Mena knew what she was doing.
Yeah, she knew.
regardless
Yeah.
of
it was
whatever.
just like Spice went low, so bitch, I'm going to hell.
oh, and she just y'all thought because she had been given a pass previously that it would have been swept under the rug.
probably.
Especially the fact because that they recorded and actually aired it and then
That's what
decided
I'm
to
saying.
fire
Like
her.
this was
Mhm.
recorded months ago.
I think it was because of the backlash they
Backlash.
received.
Yeah,
I think
because-
they did because usually they don't get that much backlash for her. For what
Right.
she
No.
say.
And it's always it's a business decision. I don't think that they thought that she was either right or wrong. I think that it was totally a business decision and to save face for them, because really, if you do something that's tarnishing my business and my brand and the way that I'm making money, you gotta go. You know what I'm saying?
And let's not act like Love and Hip Hop ain't on their last toe anyway.
No, but
Right.
Erica Mena she was in a lot of Tubi movies that she was dropped from too.
Mhm,
Yeah.
I seen
For that too. They dropped
Mhm.
her from, and it was another TV show. Actually, they said that she would be like at the premiere for season 2, but she wouldn't appear in any of the season 2, which definitely kind of sucks because honestly,
That's
she
your
is a
bag,
single mama
girl.
too now
Yeah.
that's going through a divorce.
Right.
So even though her Love and Hip Hop bag stopped, it's like her other bags really stopped too. Because honestly, once that's associated with your name, what can
Mhm.
you really? Who want to be associated with somebody that's considered racist?
So now the sense or where she's at right now, what are you gonna do?
Right.
Because you have as Erica Mena, as a you know what I'm saying, like you have used your pretty privilege to your advantage, which hey, you know what I'm saying, like
Yeah.
you're a model, you're this
Mhm.
that, but now people are going to start to pull out.
Right.
So now what do you have left?
right.
Let's see what
Nothing.
you got, bitch.
Nothing.
It's your time to shine, ho.
Mary Rich.
You gotta use that pretty privilege one more time. Use it.
I
Make
mean,
it-
and it's
right.
made it.
make it count, girl.
Safari put her through it. Cause have y'all seen her lately?
Yes.
Yeah.
She looked
ill.
so much better before she married him. Honestly,
Yeah.
she looked so much better, so much help, just overall happier.
Mm-hmm.
He put her ass through.
But
Amen.
we ain't even gonna this ain't
Yeah,
our hot
she-
topic.
I
I
really don't
mean-
know her backstory to know, like, because a lot of people said that was her karma, but I really don't know, like, her.
It
absolutely
was.
was.
It
Okay,
was.
well,
It
that's what
absolutely was.
Cause she took sin through it.
Show did
Yeah.
for no reason.
Yeah, it absolutely was. But so pretty privilege. What other question did we have?
Mhm.
I'm trying to remember.
Is using attraction as a reason why you want to give someone an opportunity to talk to you bad?
I say no. So, like we were saying before, attraction, men are very visual.
Mm-hmm.
So of course that'll be their
Mhm.
first basis.
Mhm.
You know.
Mhm.
So
Like a man ain't gonna really talk to you if he ain't physically attracted to you.
exactly.
Yeah.
And so it has to, like, something has to spark. So
Mhm.
like, well, I said, okay, well, yeah, like if I see something that I like, if I hear something that I like, if I observe a man that, you know, he's in a space where he's operating and he's smart and he's just whatever and like just shining, I'm gonna be attracted.
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
they're different. They're visual, you know,
Right.
whatever. So they see us, they're attracted to us,
Mhm.
you know. And so I don't know, but I think I don't think it's bad,
Mhm.
but I think if at any time anything is used to take advantage of anybody,
Right.
then that's when the switch happens.
Mhm.
That's when it becomes
Mhm.
bad, you know.
Mhm.
And so it's like, all right, well, yeah, pretty privilege and, you know, oh, I'm using my pretty to get a drink or whatever. But if you're using it to like hurt somebody,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
you know, be deceptive,
Or it's an expectation.
Mm-hmm.
that
Mhm.
you know that part
And
is
yep,
like,
you know, oh, I'm pretty, and you know, you
Pay
you
my
have to
bills.
do this.
Yeah.
You know, you
The
have to the entitlement. You
Uh-huh.
have to do this. You have to you know, take care of me because this is what no, like it
That's
don't work
ugly.
like that. And that's
Yeah.
very ugly.
for real.
Absolutely.
What was the
What
question?
y'all got?
I said, what was the question?
No, I don't feel like it was. The question was, is it bad to use your attraction?
Yep. Is using
Mhm.
attraction as a reason why you want to give someone the opportunity to talk to you bad?
No, I feel like that's the basis of the, well, not necessarily the basis, but the first thing that you see is
starting
a
point.
person's
Mhm.
face. So
Mhm.
like,
Mhm.
what else we supposed to like? How
Right.
is we supposed to kick shit off?
Right.
I don't
That's
know. Have
true.
a conversation.
I mean,
Yeah.
because like, you know, like the conversation I was having last night, you know, like you're literally a walking billboard,
Mhm.
male or woman. You know what I'm saying? So you're literally a walking billboard. So every time that somebody sees you, you want to kind of put your best foot forward. And so you want to make sure that you're looking right. And I think like that's one of the things that bothers me about us nowadays. A lot of us nowadays, and maybe not even us,
Mhm.
but like the
The
kids, the
generation.
teenagers, the generation, is because they don't even take pride in making themselves look presentable when they walk outside.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So there you have somebody that, you know, you cute, you
But you
know,
look a
but
mess.
but you look a whole mess, you know, because but you're okay because you can slap a wig on and you know you got your nails done and you got your lashes on. But did you wash your ass?
I did.
You said, and I did.
Well, on the flip side, I would say no.
Mm-hmm.
For me personally, I always got a lot of what I thought was bad attention from
Mhm.
men, just from how I looked, how I was shaped. So I covered up my body alone for a long time. I'm just now starting to develop healthy habits with clothes and
I
feeling
know, and I
comfortable.
love that for you. You
Yeah,
look good,
walking
boo.
out in things that I always wanted to wear,
Mhm.
but I would get so much attention that it gave me so much anxiety. So I
Mhm.
never used my body or my face
Mhm.
to get men because I just
Because you
So
always
you
had
never
I always had
you never
it.
intentionally used.
Yeah. And then
You
I
know.
started sabotaging that so I
Mhm.
wouldn't get that attention.
That's
Mhm.
deep.
So
True that.
So
yeah.
how would you sabotage?
I would look a
With a
mess.
Cover up.
Cover up.
Like one year for Halloween, she literally dressed as a nun and not a sexy nun.
Was
Like
that
she
the night
wore,
we went out?
we went to
Yes.
Water Street. You
Oh,
remember she had a
yeah.
whole
Yeah,
veil
no,
on,
oh,
like
yeah,
a
we did.
robe. Like
No,
girl,
like seriously.
My little baby, and I had no clue.
yes,
No,
like girl,
yeah.
completely covered, head to
I
toe.
had no
Halloween.
clue. That was why I was like,
Yeah.
okay.
She never
you
wore
know,
nothing
and it wa-
outside of like sweatpants and leggings. Was all she wore. Like
Mhm.
all she wore.
Mhm.
Well, I love that for you.
Yeah.
We all
So
do.
I mean, it's being attractive and being what quote unquote society deem as beautiful and as wanted or what men should want, it has its flip sides to it. And
Mm-hmm. It's not always pretty. Being
yeah,
pretty is
it's
not
not always
I do
always
got a
pretty.
question for y'all though. Have
Uh-huh.
y'all ever dealt with a man who had pretty privilege? What was y'all experience like?
Like a man who
Was
thought he
attractive.
Who
was-
just
he thought he was
fine?
the shit.
He
Yeah,
no,
he
that, like he
like he
had-
was
like
fine.
he was like
And it was women all the time coming up to him and stuff. Have you ever dealt with that? Let me think. Have I? I don't think I have.
I talked to one. It didn't go too well. He was pretty boring. It was a lot of the what you doing, how's work, like those ones.
Mhm.
Like one question, nothing deep, nothing like
Mhm.
that. So
I don't
I don't think I talked to
trying to
nobody who
think.
was overtly attractive. That got a lot of attention. Have I? I'm trying to think.
I think I think
don't
more
think
so
so.
like in like when I was younger, maybe.
I don't know. Maybe I'll
Um,
be talking to the ugly one. I must be.
I don't know because I think as I got older, my taste in men has progressed.
Yeah. And I really
Um,
don't get that far with like the super attractive guys because it's all surface level. And I be,
Oh, yeah.
you know, I'm deep like the ocean, babe. So
mhm.
it's only so many what you
Mhm.
doing is we gonna do
Yeah.
before what I'm doing is exiting from this connection. sir.
yeah, yeah. And like for me, like I want you to be attractive. I want you, you know, for attractive for me. Like I don't
Right.
give a fuck what you
Society
look like for
deems.
everybody else because you know
I like something different.
I like medium ugly niggas.
okay,
You know
that's
what I'm
what it is,
saying?
medium.
Yeah, I love my scruff McGruffs.
Same.
I love them.
I don't know what I like.
Huh?
I don't know what I like.
Me either.
I think I
Yeah.
what do I like?
But
think
I don't know.
as
I
far
think you
as
do too.
tasting
But
men.
I like you have to be attractive.
Yeah.
I like, you know, but
I
you,
like
but
somebody who
I
looks
like you
strong.
have to connect to me on an emotional level.
I
you
like,
know what I'm
like teddy
saying?
bears.
So
yeah, I like a teddy
yeah.
bear. Like I like somebody big.
like you ain't gotta be too smart.
not
like
big,
just
like
know how
big.
to read.
I mean, if
You
you
know what I'm
is
saying?
big, that's fine.
know
I
how to
would-
read,
I
know
would
how to
fuck-
spell.
count.
You know, you could count. You can count some money. You know what I'm
spell
saying?
check.
Like, but
You ask him
hey,
to spell a word?
whatever
We
works.
say whatever,
Whatever
long as you don't get
works.
to
Like
me
you
to
ain't gotta
spell.
be like no mathematical genius and no shit like that.
Oh
You know what
my
I'm saying?
God.
But you know, but that emotional connection
You
for
have to
me,
be-
like
yeah.
that's
One
top
thing,
tier.
yeah, is if you're not emotional, if you're not in
Yeah.
touch with your emotions, which a lot of men
Yeah.
aren't, that take
Yeah.
about 70%
That's a
of
big
you
turn off.
players
That
off
is
the
a big
market.
turn off.
Yeah.
Or at least
No,
be,
that
in,
ass.
be in tune enough with the emotion that's supposed to like me.
The
Mhm.
fact, because
Okay.
a
I
nigga
like
like you,
that.
then run away from you.
like
Like,
that.
goddamn.
Yeah.
You don't,
Whatever
y'all
emotions
don't
are
realize
like
how
me.
many men will do that because
Swear
they
to
like
God.
you so much that they will literally leave
But
you
women
alone.
do that too.
Yeah.
They do.
Who?
But
A
I
lot
don't.
of
'Cause if I
women.
like you, I'd be
Oh,
like,
what's up,
up,
babe? What it do,
So,
babe?
I mean, I can understand.
I ain't
that,
never
though.
ran from nobody because I
No,
like
no,
them.
I don't
I
think
did
I've
that.
ran
I
for
did it one
somebody,
time.
but
Who you ran from that you liked it that
Right.
much? Please,
Right.
where is they at today?
Yeah.
Is they still around?
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
okay. Oh, that really makes
It does.
okay.
Real runner chaser dynamic, twin flame vibes.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's not
Uh-huh.
twin flame. We want it to be a soulmate connection. Okay.
Okay.
Anyways.
Period. What was I saying?
Ugly scruff McGruff.
Niggas be running.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
men are
oh,
just
and
with their
females
emotions.
Oh
too.
Men
yeah,
are
yeah.
healed.
Women
People
run
are healed
too.
emotionally. It's
Yeah.
just people are scared to be vulnerable. That's really
Yeah,
what it
that's
is.
what it is.
Mhm.
Nobody don't want to be
Mhm.
vulnerable in this
It's a scary
generation or be like, I like you, or it's really like a who I don't give a fuck wars.
Yeah.
Who can win?
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck war.
And I'm
That's
good at
true.
that. I
It
am
really
the
is.
I am the
Not
top
me.
performer.
I be breaking. Listen,
I
I'm
have the
sliding-
gold medal for the I don't give a fuck award.
I
Not
don't
me.
even want to talk about my I don't give a fuck.
My I don't give a fuck.
'Cause I don't-
wars.
I-
once it's,
I-
if we have to get to a I don't
I
give a
got
fuck
whole-
war, sir,
Yeah.
you have died.
Yeah.
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 And
That's
I
why-
didn't held a whole funeral. We
Yeah.
all went to the funeral together
Yeah.
and prayed for you.
Yeah,
over
that's
your
why I was
body.
telling somebody like
Put you in the
I
ground.
like I'm
You don't want to play that
I-
game with me and Bianca.
yeah, like
Bruh,
when
'cause
I
I
don't
done
come
made
back.
a nigga. I done disappeared for
Yeah.
3 weeks on a nigga came back.
No.
Yeah,
If I have to
no.
go three
No.
3 weeks,
No.
bye.
no,
Bye.
Trust
I be needing time.
no, because
No.
like for me, like when I
Don't play
don't
with
give
me,
a fuck,
Tiffany.
like I really don't give a
For
fuck.
real.
Like
it's
I
different.
don't even know you no more.
Like,
Like,
stop playing with
and,
me.
and I said to you the other day, like when you like us, you like us
And when you
until
don't,
you don't.
Y'all see,
Because then when you
'cause I get
don't,
to carrying on like that, boy.
when you don't, Cause it's like when you don't, like, I don't even know you no more. Like, I'm not even the Bianca that you liked in
You're
the
gonna be like,
beginning.
who
Like,
is
you
this
no
bitch
longer
and I
like
hate
me.
you.
Yeah, I think I got
Come on, bro.
Y'all
But no.
are
what?
clowns. Y'all up here
I
clowning
know.
tonight.
It be like
I
that.
know,
The
We s-
Pisces.
but we'll be okay though. We'll be okay once we.
I think y'all just y'all just a little bit more in tune with y'all emotional sign versus other zodiac signs.
Yeah,
I'm starting to think so, especially now that I'm like more in tune with my emotions than I used to be. My antennas is like
Because
this.
for me, like I'm in tune with my emotional side, but I'm the type of person like if I'm dealing with you, you would never see that unless like we really locked in. Like you would
Shit.
never.
See, I'm
Who
so,
texts
take
in?
it
If I
like
like you,
this.
you will know.
I'm so in tune that it's like
I'm in tune.
like I say,
can,
3 days in, I'm like, okay, what we doing? What's going on? What you got going on?
No, it's
How
like
you
you gotta
feeling
show
about
your
this?
hand. I gotta see what you on.
No, you see,
But I
I'm
think that's
What's your
game
zodiac?
though.
Yeah,
I'm an
that
Aries.
is.
and you know
Okay.
I'm blunt
I
too.
love Aries. See, I'm a Gemini.
I'm blunt. I'm like, what's up? What you
But,
want? What we doing?
but Gemini's y'all mirror.
Yeah,
We
y'all
do.
mirror.
Yeah.
So you
We-
give people what they give you.
Absolutely,
Mhm.
we do.
I like Geminis though. Chloe a Gemini. That's my girl too.
And see, and it also depends on your other
placements.
Yeah,
Mhm.
because you got your
I got
Moon
Capricorn.
sign,
And my
you
one
got
of
your
my
rising
Capricorn
sign,
and
that
Aquarius.
determines your emotions, and you got your rising sign, your ascendant.
February
all that.
28th,
Oh,
I'm
no.
Pisces.
Yeah, and that's
I'm emotional
my
ass.
that's my issue because I have a fire sun sign and an earth moon sign.
Okay.
So it's kind of like we both stubborn, but we process like they process emotions like on a totally different
Mhm.
spectrum.
But them,
Absolutely.
I think, but don't like at some point, like I think that those games, like
Get
because that's what I
yeah.
think
what
it
I
is.
be-
It's-
yeah.
it's an absolute
like
game,
game.
and it's a wall that you're, and
Mhm.
it's a defense mechanism that you're.
And
that
it
you're
really
building.
just
Yeah.
draws shit out, especially if it's not going
Yeah.
nowhere. That's for me at least. That's why I rather have the hard conversations up front. I'm like, what's up? What you want? I like you. Do you like me? You want to be
Mhm.
my boyfriend? Then you need to ask me because I want to be your girlfriend. So
Yeah, because I'm
and then
quick
it's like
to
if
tell
not,
somebody
yeah,
how I
the bitch
feel.
ego be hurt, but it's like, okay, we're gonna move on then.
See, I be feeling that, but then I'll be like, okay.
I'll be scared
I know what
sometimes,
I'm
but
saying?
then
I
I'll
don't
be like,
saying none because
I will,
okay.
bitch. I don't care.
Especially,
And that's why
if-
maybe that's why people be running off from me.
because
I'm too
if we determine
girl.
something, because like if I have
Because
a
I
friend
shoot
with
my
benefit,
shot.
all the time. My
it's
shit
like,
be
hey,
Boy,
We already got this little.
we determined what we was doing. We
figured-
already
Right.
said what we was doing. We said what we was gonna do. We said what we doing.
airball.
So then we coming back like, oh, what we doing? It's like we
Yeah,
already
like, we
said what
already
we
said
doing.
that.
We already said what we doing. So then it's just like, okay.
Okay, so now I don't want to look stupid, so I'm
Exactly.
not gonna say nothing
So if
at
I go
all.
above that, because we already agreed on what we was doing. So we
Mhm.
said we was kicking it. We said, okay, all right, we gonna kick you in, catch.
So sometimes y'all don't need reassurance.
Because I be
We
needing that all the
absolutely
time.
do.
So do
Yeah.
y'all feel bad for asking somebody for that? Because I don't.
I'm at the point now where I'm just blunt, like
Yeah, like I need you to do this, or it's not gonna really
yeah,
work.
like I would
Okay.
tell
Mhm.
somebody like I am bored. I literally
Yeah, you
told
have
somebody that,
to.
like I'm bored. What you need?
Mhm.
I need reassurance. I need effort. I need like
Mhm.
something besides what's
Mhm.
going on right now. Like
Yeah.
I'm getting to that point, but like in the beginning, it was not as easy as
Yeah,
it
you
is
just
now.
have to learn. If you don't
Yeah.
ask,
Think
you
with
won't
me,
receive.
I don't say a whole lot. I'll observe it and then be like, oh, that's what you want? Bet.
And then you
I'm
disappear.
about to go.
Yep.
See,
You
I'm
gotta
see,
start
you a
speaking up
ghoster?
for
Is
yourself.
you a
You
ghoster
can't be,
too?
you can't be
Yeah.
a disappearer.
But okay, but my thing is,
You can't expect people
I
to
be
know.
feeling like,
Right.
oh, well, you showing me the real. If I
But you
ask for it, then you gonna show me what I'm asking for.
Not all
But
the
that's
time.
what. But
But
that's.
it's
or maybe they
no,
not even know
but
what you
that's
want.
what it should be, though.
You should act and
Like
they should
really,
deliver.
like when you think about
because
it,
he's not a mind reader,
right? And you're in a relationship
learning
with
that.
somebody,
and every woman can
and,
want something
and you
different.
want something.
So maybe his
You
last
have
woman
to
left him
vocalize that.
for not giving him what he giving you.
But you don't want to feel like no nag either. Though.
Fuck
Like,
that.
I ain't saying
No, I'm
nag.
not saying nag.
But it's the difference between nagging and
Yeah.
asking somebody like, "Hey,
Mhm.
I need you to do this,"
Mhm.
and then seeing what they gonna do,
Mhm.
and then if they don't show,
Right.
then you
Right.
disappear after you have
Right.
stated your expectations and what you need,
Right.
which is not wrong because you know one thing a man gonna do is let you know what he needs you to do for him.
Amen.
okay, you ain't
Right.
lying about that.
Right. And you
That's
have to be
true.
you, and then too, you want to be look at my ass. Shit. And I mean, no, because I don't like having those type of conversations because
They
and
too
the reason
serious for me.
yeah, and the
my
reason
God.
that I
serious
don't like
All
to
y'all need to
have
grow
that
up.
No, the reason that I don't like to have those conversations is because when I had them in the past, and I know, yes, you got to get over that, blah blah
Mhm.
blah.
Don't hear
But
that,
in the
girl.
past, it's been made as a problem. It's
Mhm.
been made as an
Mhm.
issue.
Yeah.
So I've had to shrink myself, or I've had to, oh, I'm just gonna mosey along and see what the fuck this leads me, and it's like, well, now I don't want to do that because I'm 42 years old.
Right.
42.
Damn. I'm just playing.
Tanisha.
Just playing.
I'm a little bitch.
Not
But
old,
yeah, like like I don't want to waste my shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel
Yeah.
like I'm not bitter. I'm not as many some shit that I've had that done failed. I'm not bitter. I'm still optimistic. But I'm like, okay, at some point that may happen. And I
Mhm.
don't want it to happen. So I think that now I have to be in a different mindset where I have to be intentional and I have to state what the fuck I want.
That's so
Facts.
hard.
Yes.
Yeah.
At
love
any
that for you.
age, just not.
Yeah, I'm
'cause you in your
getting there. I'm
40s.
You
trying.
is, you is. I'm pulling you along.
I'm sure you is kicking and screaming, goddamn it.
Sure
But I'm
is. Come on,
coming.
girl.
But I'm coming.
Damn.
Hold on.
That's tough.
It is. It's definitely tough and it's hard to
Be
try to
self-aware.
navigate. Right.
That's really what it is.
Right.
It's just hard to be self-aware.
It's hard to be self-aware and it's hard to navigate, and especially like like we were talking about, bringing it back to the pretty privilege where that somebody's dealing with you because you're pretty,
Or you getting certain things,
or
just
you
because
getting
of how you
certain
look.
things.
Yeah.
Right. And it's like now at this point, like I don't necessarily want that.
Right.
Like
Or
I
knowing the
want somebody
difference.
to like me for who I am inside, because I'm a pretty dope bitch.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Don't be saying, no, and call yourself a bitch. I'm a pretty dope bitch.
Period.
Uh,
We some pretty dope bitches.
bitch is. You know what I'm
Bitches.
saying? Absolutely. And so I think that yes, there's pretty privilege. I think that yes, it
Absolutely.
is
Very
it can
real.
be a good thing.
Mhm.
I think that it shouldn't be necessarily looked at as a bad thing. But I think that to those my pretties, I think that we should just be responsible
Yeah.
with our pretty
Yes.
privilege. We have to
Mhm.
be, and just make sure that there's something that lies beneath the
You gotta have some more
superficial.
than just being pretty, girl.
Yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
like you know what I'm saying? Like
Get a
when they
skill.
talk exactly, and like when they talk, just say get a skill, get a trade, bitch.
I was just gonna say that.
But when they talk about like when a man asks you what do you bring to the table,
Mhm.
I don't want you to ask me what do I bring to the table,
Yeah, I do
because
not like that
I
question.
think that you should automatically see within talking to me within a week or so,
It's gonna
you should
come.
automatically
You gonna know.
see that there's something.
But I don't even
that
like
I'm gonna-
nobody who asks me that. First
That's what I'm
off.
saying.
Don't ask
Like,
me what the
like
fuck
don't
I bring,
ask
'cause
me
nothing.
that. Yeah, don't
I'm
ask me
coming
that.
begging.
I be asking niggas that. I be asking
But
niggas
Why
that.
you be asking what they
Yeah.
bring to the
Right.
table?
Because that's how you know if a man got substance or not.
Yeah.
Like what you dropping off besides dick. What is you? Because in reality, that's all niggas want to do to a pretty bitch.
But you
Oh,
ain't
she a
really even
pretty
gotta
bitch.
say. You could just ask him in a nicer way. What are your intentions?
Yeah, 'cause
Oh,
that's
yeah.
that's what you were saying.
That's literally what I be saying. Yeah, what you dropping off besides dick?
Well, I say, what's your intentions? That's what I be asking people. Like,
Because
what you want? What your
Niggas
intentions
only want
are,
a pretty
you know?
bitch just to say, "Oh,
Yeah.
I got a pretty."
Or I
bitch.
want to
Right.
fuck you.
Yeah,
Right.
like
Because
you
if you
want
want to fuck me, just say that, bro. Because
Yeah.
I might want to
Yeah,
fuck
like,
you
let's
too,
get
so we
straight
can
to
get that
it.
shit on
Yeah,
and get the fuck over here.
Yeah.
Get out of here. If that's
So
the
said
case,
not
and
to
if
get
Yeah.
shit on.
it's agreeable, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Gotta be
because we
agreeable.
grown.
I said, if it's agreeable,
You know what I mean? It gotta be agreeable.
It don't gotta be agreeable.
It do gotta be agreeable.
Oh,
Like if you
okay.
agree and I agree, like you know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
that's just what it is.
Yeah,
Then
that's
let's
just what
just
it
do
is,
that
but
and get it
don't
on
try to
out
be
the
like
way.
Casanova
Yeah.
and you
and
know
don't be
Yeah.
lying either. I hate a
I
lying
hate a
ass
lie.
nigga.
Ooh,
'Cause
I
that
hate
shit
a
gonna
lie.
come out.
Yeah.
Like, don't make it seem like you top of the
But
line.
but
Frank
that's the
Suave.
thing though. But that's the thing about asking that question is
What's
that
your intentions?
I like
see what they
I call
say.
like I think of those as interview questions.
Yeah.
Like what do you do? Tell me something about yourself. Like no,
Mm-mm. 'Cause
bitch,
now I gotta
talk
think
to me
about
on some
myself, like,
real
what-
shit,
Yeah, I hate
and
when you
then
say
you'll
that.
be able to know who I am.
And what about myself?
You know what I'm saying? Like, don't ask me a bunch of fucking questions, because really, what happens when that every question that you ask me, guess what happens? Oh, where do you work? She dries up just a tad. Okay,
And it's so superficial.
it's very
it is.
superficial
Because
because
I'm
it's
not
like
the type of person to ask
Yeah.
that. I'm an observant person. So I
Right.
just like to sit back. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? The first couple months, I just want to observe you. Just see how you move. Like, because I'm not even
When she
paying
said
attention to how you
months.
treat me. I'm paying attention to how you talk to your friends, because they know,
Mhm.
because that's that's who the real you is talking to right
Right.
there. Like
Mhm.
how you talk to your friends, how you treat your friends. Like I want to see the real you, and that's gonna
Mhm.
show me everything that I need to know.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and that's what I'm saying.
Right.
Like we have to stop this, oh, what do you bring to the table type of thing, and just sit
Shit.
back because
Don't
I
ask
can,
me, I don't bring
because
nothing.
a nigga could ask me what I bring to the table,
Some
and just based
begging.
off of right, and that's what I'm
My
saying,
mouth.
but just
'Cause I'ma
based
talk
off
some
of
shit.
what he's told me, and based off of what I know about him, I can structure my answer to fit what you want to hear.
Stupid.
So then at that point,
or what you lacking in your
it-
life, you
exactly.
dummy.
So then at that
Y'all some
point,
manipulators.
no,
Oh,
oh God.
God.
But that's what it could be though.
Like,
you know
I'm
what I'm
making
saying? Like
everything
you
you need,
open
baby. You
your,
need a girlfriend,
Like,
you need
yeah.
like shit, you gotta find out.
yeah, because you open yourself up to that type of shit. That
Right.
I'm not asking no dude what he
you bring
brings
to
to
the
the
table.
table.
I
'cause
wanna
It's
know
guess
gonna
what-
come
what?
out. It's gonna
Yeah,
come out
I'm in high
regardless.
private eye. I'm gonna know.
No, I'm not gonna ask you
Not
what you bring
private
to the
eye.
table. I'm gonna ask you what your intentions are.
Right.
Because
Yeah,
a
you
lot
like,
of
I'm
women,
just going with
Right.
the flow.
a lot of women ain't asking
how
that.
much longer can we
Nobody
go
is
with the
not
flow?
asking that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? What your intentions are, and I want to know from day
Yeah.
one. Why are you here, sir?
Yeah, like what
Why are you
want
in my
from me?
face? And what do you want?
Yeah.
What you want?
That's why niggas be running from you because you just be
Exactly.
too.
Listen, the right one will stay. He will not be scared off, baby. I'm gonna wait for him.
Period.
I
that's-
will wait for you.
Early in the morning, late at night. It don't even matter what time it is.
Y'all some hoes.
really
Not
is.
me.
But this was a great show, y'all.
I had fun today.
I think this was a really, really great show.
It was. very great.
Next show, I think what we got coming up.
The live.
The next show I think is we on the 9th, the 23rd. Yep, the next show is the 23rd, and that'll be we'll be back in the kitchen.
Yay.
Boom, boom, boom. So y'all let me know what y'all want to cook. So we'll be back in the kitchen next on the
The
23rd,
23rd.
and then on the
I'm in the
30th,
kitchen.
that's where we'll have
water whipping.
that's where we'll have the
live.
live audience show. So if y'all are able to come out and be in the audience, we're going to talk about parenting 101. We're going to talk about how to get these kids together and how to get some of us together, because we ain't, you know what I'm saying, we be tripping too.
Mhm.
And then for
Oh, I
those
do.
who, tomorrow, let me just put that plug in there, that those who are hungry tomorrow, and I know you all will be hungry.
I'm hungry.
So I will
Me too.
have
I'm
our
hungry right now.
football Sunday football
Packers game.
plates.
Oh yeah.
So who's playing tomorrow?
The
The
Packers.
Packers.
And who else?
The Packers.
We don't know.
Okay, I just know the Packers. I had to Google it.
We know
Somebody he told me, and then I
think it's
had
like
to
they
and then I
first
had to
game
Google
or
it.
something.
I had to
Okay.
call and ask Pops.
Yeah.
You know who playing.
Okay. So at
They
any
probably playing the
point, you
Steelers
know
or
what I'm saying?
somebody
Like, I
else.
got your game day, your game day food. I played I got meatballs, I got egg rolls. So y'all can go to my page and y'all
Shout
can
out
see
to
the flyer.
3D.
3D.
I'll put the flyer up in
Three
the thing.
Let's go.
So y'all hit me up if y'all want to eat tomorrow. Eat some food.
Mhm.
No, but thank y'all so much for watching and
Yes.
joining.
Yes.
This was a dope show.
It was.
Peace out. Bye guys. See y'all. Let me see. Turn on.
See,
Let me
y'all
text
always
Tom.
do this in the
He
camera.
always-
Don't even be coming
Right.
on.
Right. He always do this. Let me text him.
That's
Tom.
why you just gotta stay still.
Right, just stay still.
Freeze. What Beyonce say? Everybody on mute.
Right. Now we just be
I
waiting.
believe people just looking.
That's it. What y'all?
Who is they? Say hey.
Huh? I
Who's
don't
it in
know.
there? You can't
I don't
see?
know who. Nope. Because I know my sister watching.
Hey, sister.
Hey,
Hey,
sissy.
Sutter.
Hey, sister.
Mel watching.
Who?
Ooh, Mel.
Hey, Mel.
I don't know who else watching. Hey y'all. And let me just say, while we still here, you know what I'm saying? Like, those of you who are watching,
Say something.
say something.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
chop
saying?
it
Like,
up.
talk
Got a
question,
to
a
us, chop
comment?
it up with us. You know
What y'all
I'm
think
saying?
about pretty privilege? Y'all been experiencing it? Tell us
Yeah.
about it.
Y'all be getting niggas.
Tanisha.
Dog, Tanisha is a fool. But yeah, like chop it up with us.
We could tell Tom wasn't watching.
Right. Tom probably was in there asleep.
On what though?
Then you would have knew it was time to go. He was
watching, but I cut it off.
We was
Oh,
that
you
boring?
did? We all? Oh, we still live.
We off now, baby.
Okay.